Chapter 1: Resources and their types, natural and human. Don't leave the tap running while you brush your teeth. You are wasting water. Close the tap. Switch off the TV if you are not watching any program. Help me in cleaning clothes, utensils, keeping the food grains in proper place. We should not afford to waste such resources, said Mother to Sila. Resources. Can we call water, electricity, clothes, and food grains as resources? Asked Sila. Certainly, anything that can be used to satisfy human wants is a resource, replied Mother. Look around you and identify the types of resources: the water you use, the electricity you use in your house, the bus you use to reach school, the textbooks you use to study are old resources. What are resources? Human wants are met by using the gifts of nature like rocks, minerals, soils, plants, animals, etc. They are also met by using the things which human transforms into usable materials. Thus, any material that can be used to satisfy human needs may be termed as resource. In short, resources are useful things. Human beings are another form of resource, since resource development is possible only through human skills and knowledge. Any material becomes a resource as and when we find it useful and add some value to it. Some resources have economic value while some do not. That is, we cannot put a price on to it. For example, the metals have an economic value. A beautiful sunset may not, but both satisfy human needs. Time and technology are important factors that can change substances into resources. The technology to create hydroelectricity has turned flowing water into an important resource. A thing is not considered as a resource when it fails to give satisfaction to human beings. Petroleum was considered as a resource only from 27 August 1859, after the world's first commercial oil was dug in Pennsylvania, USA. Types of resources. Resources may be classified in different ways. However, they are generally classified into three, that is, natural, human, and human-made. Natural resources. Any material from nature that is used by living beings such as air, land, soil, water, minerals, plants, wildlife, etc. is called a natural resource. Many of these resources are required for man's survival. Natural resources are classified into groups. Number 1. On the basis of stage of development, natural resources may be classified into potential and actual resources. A. Potential resources are those found in a region but not yet put to proper use. These resources could be used in the future. For example, Africa has vast potential of water resources which has not yet been fully utilized. B. Actual resources are those which have been surveyed and quantified for actual use. They are being used at present. The Riga soil of Deccan Plateau is an actual resource. 2. On the basis of stock, natural resources can be classified into renewable and non-renewable resources. There are some resources which man may use as much as he desires. Their supply may last forever as they get renewed or replenished fast. Such resources are called renewable resources. Some of them are always available. Solar and wind energy are the examples. There are other resources which get depleted after use. They may, however, be renewed. Water, forests, crops, etc. are examples. Those resources which are built over a pretty long geological time are very scarce. Once they get depleted, they cannot be renewed or replenished. Such resources are referred to as non-renewable resources. Minerals and fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas are the examples. 3. On the basis of origin, resources are classified into abiotic and biotic resources. Abiotic resources are non-living substances used by human beings such as minerals, air, and water. Biotic resources include all living organisms such as plants and animals. Human beings are also biotic resources. On the basis of distribution, natural resources can be categorized into ubiquitous and localized resources. Ubiquitous resources are resources which are found everywhere. For example, air is a ubiquitous resource. Localized resources are those which are found only in certain places. Copper, iron ore, and gold are some examples. Human resources. People are human resources. Knowledge and physical strength of human beings transform the physical materials into valuable resources. As such, people are considered valuable assets of a country. People who are skillful are more productive. Education and health make people a valuable resource. Human resources are also called manpower. Man has inexhaustible energy and skill, thus man himself is a great resource. He is a resource creating factor too. Resources are created for him and by him. Human-made resources. The resources created by man are known as human-made resources. Machines, tools, buildings, etc. are the examples. Nowadays, scientific and technical education has given improved technology for greater production. Technology, that is, the technique of making things, is a human-made resource. It contributes to the growth of production. Industries and means of transport are human-made resources. Various political and social institutions are also considered as human-made resources. Resource utilization and sustainable development. Many of the valuable resources have been under the threat of degradation or depletion. This is due to the increasing demand for various resources and unregulated utilization. The overuse of soil has caused infertility in many areas. Many plants and animal species have become endangered due to widespread deforestation and unchecked killing of animals and birds. This has made some of them extinct. Some others are disappearing fast. Every individual should get involved in taking up necessary steps to stop misusing the resources. The following are the steps to be taken up for sustainable development: to ensure a sustained use of renewable resources, to conserve the diversity of life on Earth, to minimize the damage to natural environmental system. Resources should be utilized carefully. Besides meeting the present requirements, care must be given for the future generations too. This way of resource utilization is called sustainable development. Some principles of sustainable development: love and care for all forms of life, conserve the Earth's resources and biodiversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources, change personal attitude and practices towards the environment. This is the end of Chapter 1 for Class 8 Social Sciences. The name of the chapter is Resources and Their Types, Natural and Human. If you found this helpful, then kindly support the channel by subscribing and clicking the like button. Thank you all.